past is gone. Now's the future.
No more Viking Samurai. We're gonna call this man the Liking Samurai. Now, make sure you guys stick to the end of the video because I have video footage and I have backstory on this, and I also have my own opinion into why David did this stupidity right here. Thought I'd shoot you an early Christmas present, AJ. Okay, a little backstory. Your friend Viking Samurai posted these clips of him modeling in New York, as if he's somehow doing that professionally as well. But it was just an Instagram casting call open to all. And he was picked by the designer. Only thing is the height requirements were 5'10" to 6 feet for male models, and I'm pretty sure he blatantly lied about his height, thinking he could wear his elevated shoes and get away with it.
Look amazing.
This is the designer of Mr.
Problem is, I think it pissed off the fashion designer, so they forced him to walk barefoot during this photo shoot and runway show, showing he's way smaller than 5'8". I attached a picture of him with the designer together. The designer is wearing boots and is actually 5'7", which means, looking at Viking Samurai barefoot, I put him at around 5'5". Thought that might make your day brighter. Oh where did my little David go? Oh where could he be? Ah, I see you. That has made my last 2 weeks brighter, only because I'm dealing right now with a bunch of street fights and court dates that I've had and all that, and possible jail time, that I didn't have time to do this video. Anyways, shout out to the person who sent me this. The person who sent me this is the artist formerly known as David's daddy. Now, that said, if you guys notice how I was holding my phone, you guys never want to hold your phone like this. I see a lot of men doing this. It makes you look weak and insecure to look down. You want to hold your phone the way Arnold Schwarzenegger lights his cigars. Put your head up. And right here. When I hold my phone, I only hold my phone on the streets on certain occasions, and then I stop. I never walk with it. And then I hold it like this. I bring it to my face, I hold it like this. Why? From here I can see everything. And I don't look like an insecure little bitch. A real man never looks down. Only defeated men look down, like David. If you guys see right here, notice one thing about David, okay? When the girl walks out, look at what he's doing. First thing he does is look down, insecure little guy. And then he's looking at the girl's high heels. See that? He's thinking at that moment, damn, I wish I had heels. Damn, I'm the only one wearing no shoes. Damn, I look like a midget. It's because you are, fool. You're a midget. You're small. And you can tell because you have a big head. And here it is again, look. You guys see how he's looking down? Looking at the shoes? Looking down even makes your head you even look shorter when you look down at that moment, bro. You look like what you are, I guess. You're like a head shorter than all these guys. I mean, and then it's like, if you guys see, the designer may look taller than 5'7" here, but that's because he's closer to the camera. Much like what Viking Samurai is trying to do here. The Liking Samurai. Much like the Liking Samurai is trying to do here. You guys see what he's trying to do here? He's getting ahead of the designer to make himself look taller, as if the designer doesn't fucking realize that shit. And look at his face. Does he look like he likes him? He doesn't actually, you know, which is kind of funny. So, fashion show, March 14, 2005, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, this is where he got the information. Requirements, ladies, 5'9" to 5'10". Dude, you wouldn't even qualify if you were a woman. Gentlemen, 5'11" to 6 feet. Okay. Now, quite embarrassing if you ask me, you know. Now, here's a backstory for you guys. What would motivate Viking Samurai, aka, people start calling him this, please, the Liking Samurai. Why would motivate him to even go to a modeling event? Or even try when he knows he doesn't have the height requirements? There's a reason for this. In one of my videos where I exposed him, I'll link it at the end, is where I expose him and Frank Dukes with his own audio and everything. In one of those videos, I tell him straight up, I did runway modeling for Revlon. I'm better looking than you. F you. So, because that hits him where it hurts, you know? And here's a picture of me doing runway modeling. If you guys see, I'm performing martial arts. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys the same story that I told him, which I told him this story in a Zoom meeting, and there's many Zoom meetings we did, and he left all these parts out, okay? Because I guess it's not great for his ego. But I'm 5'9", and I was chosen for this runway modeling event, Revlon, even though I don't have the height. And I told him this whole story, guys, and he's like, well, how did you even do that if you don't have the height? It's like, well, this is how it went with me. I was signed up to an agency in Acapulco for years, since I was always going on audition, guys, all my life, because I was always getting jobs. Viking Samurai, the Liking Samurai, never really booked any jobs before. There's even a video he made where he said, why I stopped going on auditions? Because nobody picked you, fool, because you can't act, you have no talent, and you're ugly, and you're short, and you're delusional. Nobody likes people like you, and you lie too much. That's why you have no friends, no real friends, just before YouTube. So it's like, I told him the story. The story goes like this. My agent, Maru Silva in Acapulco, was short people to send to this to the casting for this event, for this runway modeling event that was coming from Spain, actually. So they were coming with this runway modeling event, and I know I didn't have the height, so I wasn't expecting to be chosen, but she needed to send enough people. So she even told me, wear some high heels, something like that, but I didn't. I just went with my regular shoes because I knew I wasn't going to get picked anyways, whatever, I was probably one of the shortest ones there, and I wasn't expecting to be picked or nothing. So I only wanted her to fill in so that they could tell me that, no, we don't need you, and then she would have the amount of people she was supposed to send, because I guess some people didn't show up. She was short people. I think she needed to send like 30, 40 people or something like that. I don't remember exactly the numbers, but I went there as a favor to her because we would do favors for each other all the time. She's still a really good friend of mine, by the way. I got many gigs through her. I did many acting stuff through her, and also modeling. And so I went to the audition, and there was this one guy that was picking us. He put us in like a straight line like that next to each other. Take off your shirts. We take off our shirts, and he's walking by saying who's leaving and who's staying. So yes, no, yes, no. And then when he came to me, he just said no. And I was already getting my stuff and I was leaving. And then basically the guy that was holding the event, the Spanish guy, yelled at this guy that was picking people, and he said, make sure you ask who knows martial arts before you tell people to leave. Like, right on time, because if he said that a little earlier, I would have been gone already. So I say, yeah, I know martial arts. And then the guy starts being like a little prick. He starts saying, yeah, but we're looking for people that are good, that actually have like skills that you see in movies, because we're gonna do a scene that's like a copy of the recent movie Kill Bill. So basically we wore like makeup here in our eyes, and I had the long hair and a suit, of course. I also choreographed the fight. There was multiple fights, and I suggested to have the shoes off, so no shoes, so we could do all the kicks and stuff. But I told him I can do everything that you see in movies, and he starts laughing at me, and he's like, and I was like, dude, you know what Van Damme does, right? I can do everything Van Damme does, but more, like way more, with both legs. Well, show us. And I go into the splits, and I do the Van Damme kick, 540, tornado kick, 720, flying side kick, split kick. The Spanish guy was like, all right, don't worry, you're hired. He's in. And I also know how to choreograph, so if you guys need the fight choreography, so I also choreographed the fight. And yeah, I mean, that fight's out there somewhere. I'm not the main character in this fighting stuff, so like it's another model that I fight, an actual real model, tall guy, and he basically kicks my ass, but with minimal effort. Like, I'm doing all these crazy kicks, and he's only blocking here and grabbing me with one hand and throwing me. Like, he gets like a haircut, and the thing is like he somehow has some kind of superpowers, and I'm like trying to kick him and hit him everywhere, doing all these crazy kicks, and he's just blocking everything with ease, ducking, moving, like it's super easy or something. And it's a pretty good story, right? But Viking Samurai, the Liking Samurai, decided to leave this story out of the videos that he's made when we still got along. But there it is, it's out now, so all you did is expose yourself more. And the reason why I was able to do this is because I have talent and I know how to choreograph. And guys, want to know how old I was during this? I was 23 years old. Viking Samurai is 50-year-old midlife crisis, Dunning-Kruger effect, suffering ass, doesn't realize that that's just what he is. And you know, a shout out to the fashion designer for putting him in there. I think it's hilarious. You know, with this he's trying to prove to himself and to me and to everybody else that he's somehow special, that he's good looking enough to be a model. It's like, bro, did you wear your green contacts? Yeah, I actually have green eyes. You don't. I don't need to like dye the gray hairs out of my head like you do. I can actually shave and I don't have to like hide my hanging skin in my neck. I'm just saying. Yeah, a big shout out to the artist formerly known as David's daddy. Big shout out to the designer. And Viking Samurai, you're just the gift that keeps on giving. Keep on doing stupid shit, trying to prove you're better than other people, and I'm gonna just keep exposing you. And you haven't apologized nor taken back the lies you've told about me and yourself. Until then, these videos are gonna keep coming, and you just keep giving me more content to give. And I put out a vote on why everyone hates Viking Samurai, and also what height people thought he was. Most people thought he was 5'7", and he scored equally high as Andrew Tate. So I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna do another Viking Samurai video for you guys, since you guys seem to be enjoying these anyways. And to be honest, it's a lot of fun for me too. Like, I really enjoy making these videos. You know, like I'd be laughing while I'm editing this stuff. You know, it really makes my day. If you guys want to see me knocking people out, click here, play.